So I'm taking Mika back up to a place called Keith Longhurst Reserve at Kentland. It's known as the Kentland Weir, and it's about 15-20 minutes drive from my house. I haven't taken Mika here for many months, and it's a beautiful place to bring your dog and walk and in the bush and nature. It's known for having a large koala colony here, and she is ready to go. So thought let's get her out before the rain comes again today. Said this before, but it's a real shame that this area is not known for having dingoes around. Beautiful big rocky cliffs down in the valley, lush rainforest vegetation. It goes down to the Georges River, making natural waterfalls from the rainfall that we've had. Dingoes could quite easily live in here and have dens under huge big rocks like this one, or live up the top and oversee their territory. Beautiful place this. Down the bottom you can hear the river. I've just never heard about any dingo sightings being in this area. It is close to acreage properties, although there isn't a lot of them that have sheep. Mika is so excited to come back here again. It's been at least maybe 5 or 6 months since I've watered here, back in the summer before I went overseas. But it's like she remembers it. She remembers it for sure. All the times he came as a puppy. But the water is so high today. Look at all the water flowing down. And the weir, I've never ever seen it this high before from what the rainfall. Just can't go in today. Just going down to the water though. It's too high. Not today, Baba. And back to what I was talking about before, again about dingoes potentially living in a place like this. Obviously, for sure, there will be so many foxes living in here, especially all these big rock crevices where they can have their dens under, and all the small wildlife that they've wiped out. And I know this is a real conflicting subject at the moment, especially more and more how we're trying to educate the public on how important dingoes are to biodiversity, the overall landscape of having a top apex predator in the landscape to filter that down and control the flora and fauna that we have in the country. And I just wonder if we will get it into a time in the future where first we got to be able to protect in every state the dingoes that we already have. But once we can do that, if there would be a time where we can reintroduce dingoes into places like this that used to potentially had them many years ago and they've been wiped out, and monitor their movements and see how they would go living in a place like this. And whether you do that by letting adults go or whether you let an adult with a litter, time will tell. Mika's on high alert. She keeps looking down in the valley. Ears up, tail up. Looking at any opportunity to see if there's any wallabies or rabbits that she can chase. It's interesting. Normally, when I've come here before, in the spring and the summer, back further down where I had all these high rocky outcrops and big tall trees down in the valley, so many cockatoos, heaps of them. I mean, I used to see like 20 cockatoos flying around. Whether it's because of the wet weather, which normally birds coming up more after the wet weather, or it's a change in season in winter, but have not seen any cockatoos today at all. Anyway, I'm nearly getting back to the car. If you live in Sydney and you want to do a day trip on a weekend and bring your dog or your dingo for a walk, this is a beautiful spot to take them, especially early morning. I saw one other guy here who was by himself just going for a run up and down the fire trail, which potentially is what Mika could hear before when she was chasing after and I had to put her back on the lead. But I doubt it. I think she was looking for animals. She probably heard a wallaby bouncing off in the distance.